Hey everybody, it's Brian. It is 6:30, 7 o'clock on Friday night, the 8th. Tomorrow's the Krispy Kreme race. So just wanted to give everybody kind of an update of what's going on with a bunch of different things related to the race and the charity and the donation and just kind of what's going on with Aaron and I in general. So a couple of quick things. First and foremost today is Aaron's 40th birthday, so big milestone for him. One of those birthdays where you start figuring out what part of life you're in, where your new goals are. Had lunch with him today. He's doing great. That was sort of our last meal for the day. Unlike a marathon or a real race, you don't do any carb loading for the Krispy Kreme challenge. You kind of try and make some room. So we ate a big lunch. No more eating for the rest of the day. Hopefully we've got room tomorrow. So that's that. Happy birthday to Aaron. Second thing is for me physically, a couple of things. The feet are back to normal. They generally look the same. So my ankle went from being this swollen to normal size. So that's good. The other thing, and this is a tip for anybody who's going to think about running the race next year, been growing the beard. Been growing the beard about 2 weeks, and for a lot of people they would say, hey, that's a sign of just general laziness, which, it kind of is, but here's the tip, and this is what a lot of people don't realize. The beauty of having a little bit of a thicky, scraggly beard like mine, as opposed to sort of a nice, manicured, not like a scruffy one like I have, is as you're eating the donuts, there's a really, really good chance that you're going to have some Ron left on your face. Some Ron later on, food for later on. So the reason for that is you hit that 3rd mile, 4th mile, 5th mile, you want a little something, a little energy, a little something. So, I'm going to have a little bit of that most likely going on here. So that's going on. A couple of other things, our shirts. The shirts are made. We were designing these the other day. Took the Cloudcast logo, replaced the clouds with donuts. That's the front. And on the back, all of our major sponsors, everybody who gave us $100 or more, donated towards North Carolina Children's Hospital on behalf of the Krispy Kreme Challenge. So thank you so much to all those folks. We'll be wearing these tomorrow. Aaron, myself, as well as Amy Lewis, who's also going to be joining us in the race. So that's that. That's cool. And the last thing we wanted to do, and we've never done this before. This is new for this year, and it's a little bit goofy, but that's okay. That's kind of how we operate with this event. We decided, since people had been making a ton of donations and being really super generous to us, we would have some fun with how we're going to give the money to the charity. So we decided to make a gigantic, winner's check for a golf tournament, Happy Gilmore-sized check that we're going to present to the North Carolina Children's Hospital. That's the charity that the entire race is based on. We've yet to fill in the number because some donations are still coming in here last minute. We are really, really close to $4,200, and so that's very cool. We may get above that. We may come in just a hair short. Maybe we look in the couch cushions and see if we have any change laying around. So thank you to everybody who made any sort of donation to this. Everything from $10, lots and lots of those, and $10 and $25, all the way up to a couple of our corporate sponsors who donated $500 and $1,000. And so all of that is really, really important, really huge. The folks whose logos are on here, thank you to the folks that on our t-shirt. But we'd be remiss if we didn't also thank the people who made the little donations. And in this video, what I want to do real quick, and I hope this is okay, I hope it doesn't bore everybody, but sometimes it's just the right thing to do to just say thank you. And so what I want to do real quickly is say thank you to each and every person that made a contribution, a donation in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to run through these real quickly. Hopefully I don't leave anybody out. And if anybody makes a last-minute donation, apologize that we didn't get you in the video. So Jason and Shannon Scott, Jennifer Kenny, Per and Susan Kroll, Janet Delp, Aaron's mother-in-law, Distinguished Properties, which is Aaron's wife's company, Grow Preschool, our friend who runs a fantastic preschool learning school in Apex, Laura Grantham, Jake Cuthrell, the Citrix CloudStack, Apache CloudStack team, Kenny Coleman, James and Janice Farrell, Jamie Smoke, Rick Steele, Andy Shalaman, Clint Greenwood, Matt Ellis from Cloudability, and Matt's one of those unique ones. We've never met him live, we've only met him through the podcast. This is sort of the power of the podcast and the power of this technology community that we're around. Matt made a donation. Gina Minks, Ed Sipatch, and Greg Neerman, all three of those folks are associated with another technology podcast called Speaking in Tech, so thank you very much to all three of them. GS Casala, VirtuStream, my employer, Steve Kaplan, Eric Moore, Profil Crowdapali, Marianne Grayson, my mother, Mindshare PR, Heather, who runs that and helps us make a ton of networking connections for the podcast and is a big supporter of all the things we do, Alex Rosen, and finally Brian Katz. So thank you to everybody who's been a sponsor, has made any sort of donation. You're making a huge impact to the kids at the North Carolina Children's Hospital and their families. We've got, this time tomorrow, we'll be done. 12 hours from now, we'll be up and ready to go and getting ready to go race. So we're excited about tomorrow. It's always a fun day. The weather's supposed to be good enough. It's supposed to be dry, and so it'll be a lot of fun. We're gonna have some family there. We're gonna have some friends, and 8,000 of our closest friends, as we always like to say, and it's gonna be fun. It's a little bit of a struggle. It's a little bit of a grind. But it's for a good cause, and it's all about just having fun and being a little bit stupid and being a little bit silly and just enjoying life a little bit. And for Aaron, it's 40 plus 1 day, so you start figuring out where you want to go in life. And me and Aaron love doing this. And thanks to everybody for being part of it. Whether you're part of it, just kind of encouraging us, you want to see us be goofy, or if you reached in your wallet and made a donation. So thanks to everybody for that. And this time tomorrow, we will fill in the number. Hopefully it's $4,200 or above. We know that the folks at North Carolina Children's Hospital will be incredibly grateful for all the generosity. So thanks to everybody. Have a great night, and we'll give an update tomorrow.